Damn it. There's got to be a better way of doing this. Got a thumbs up. How's it going? Got a like? Got a view? How's everybody doing tonight? Sorry, I'm just trying to clean a whiteboard. I don't know when we use this, but at some point we had that, but on that, and I might move it. Except, I don't know, that's almost the most convenient place for it. I might have to rethink the lathe tool rack. Some of these I purchased separately, but some of them I ended up getting garage sale, I think. And it came with the rack, and I just kept it, added the magnetic strip to the front. All right, nobody's watching. I'm going to keep cleaning my whiteboard. What's up? But on this whiteboard, I'm gonna start writing down the jobs that I'm getting so I can keep track of what's left to make, who's already paid, who hasn't, when they, like the lead time that I promised them. We're really starting to pick up, and it's becoming challenging to keep track of all the orders that I've been getting lately. And then we got the wood rack built today. We're gonna take 34 of you in here, and we're gonna put some little side rails, pieces of wood underneath that, and hang those totes up there for more organization. So I think that's what we might get jumping on. If you'll want to stay and hang out, say hi in the chat, please. And yeah, let's get to it. So there's the new markers for the whiteboard. Keep track of orders. So these are the bends I'm going to use for now. And for that reason, here, let me grab my stand real quick, guys, so I'm not jumping all over the place on you. So these are the little bends that I'm going to use. And they are, I believe, how's it going, Pema Sherpa? Leah? You guys doing? But basically what we're gonna do is just add a little rail like that where it can slide on it. Probably more like that, actually. And then just a piece onto that. It'll be like little L-shaped frames, kind of roughly like that, but one of the two will be a little bit, probably this one will be a little bit wider. That might work just perfect. We'll see. We'll play with it and we'll figure out what works. Aaliyah. What on earth is that? So I'm not quite sure what all those emojis mean, but all right. So let's knock that out real quick. Shouldn't take long to add these. There we go. But here's the thing. Should I take them all the way to the back here? Yeah, I think I'll just run the rails all the way to the back. We're going to go at 16 and 3. Is how long we're going to make those rails. What's up? If you're just joining us, got the new lumber rack up in the shop. Now we're not using the lathe as a lumber rack. And we're going to be putting some of these clear totes on little sliding rails up there, I think. And then we'll take, right now I just have them full of scrap, but we're going to put little small hand tools and whatnot, or maybe even like some of the paints. Just getting more organized. And then, I mean, maybe even we incorporate some storage for some of these tools down here and get them up off of here so we can have designated storage for stuff down there. How's it going, Sophia? And then down here, if we get this space cleared up, I need to add a bar across there. That's just OSB spanning like 3 feet. And you can tell that it is. This side's not quite as bad, but you can still see deflection. But yeah, let's try to keep getting this place organized. So I'm gonna set you guys down for a moment. All right. Make a prototype. Try out on the first section, and we'll go from there. We're at 16 3/16. All right. See how we want to do this. Because ideally, I think so there's not a bunch of play in it. We want it loose, but we don't want it to be too loose either. Like these, I think we'll set pretty much right on the inside of where it is. Go along the edge here. Thinking maybe we go with, I don't know. Let's do let's see. Let's see it on the tape. Maybe we go with, maybe we literally just do a 1/2 inch on top of it and leave a little bit of space. And that should leave us about an 1/8 inch gap there. Should work out pretty well. Are those poop emojis? Man. It's not very nice. All right. All right. And these, because these are just a prototype, we're not going to worry about putting screws in. We're just going to tack these bitches in place with a little bit of glue. My wife's going to come out here and be like, what the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to be fucking building orders. And which I'm gonna do tonight. We're gonna make, I'm trying to remember the first order that I've got to make. I believe it is an 8-foot trellis, and it's the same pattern as my 6-foot one, but we're going to, god damn it, I gotta turn on the compressor. Forgot about that. Son of a bitch. Oh, cheers. And then I get to wrestle this motherfucker. What's going on? God damn it. Yeah, like this is on its very last leg. I've been saying that for weeks, but it's like legit, I can't fucking keep this thing closed. Should have enough. God damn it. Can't even fucking use the thing. All right. So there we got one rail. Jesus, some of this is ginormous. Sorry, just trying to find a couple more pieces of scrap that will work for this. I suppose this will work. It's not going to be pretty because it's going to be thicker than the other one, but that's what she said. I suppose I could cut them. I don't really want to, though. I guess the one nice thing about the lathe is it's all laying on the floor. This might be the same height. No, it is not. I think we might have to clear off the table saw, gang. My honey handmade. What's up? How are you? Thanks for stopping in. We're gonna kick off that compressor in like 2 seconds. Please bear with me. All right. So if you're just joining, we're just doing a little shop organization. Make all sorts of things. I've got the cedar bench planners. I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg of all the different things I've made. I don't have all of them right now. Nice, thank you. These are going to be, my wife puts logos on them. She used to do them by hand with a wood burner, and she was amazing at it, but it takes a ton of time. So now she started doing them with her Cricut. And now we're going to be getting a laser engraver on Tuesday. And we're going to set that up. And we'll do logos with that. The cool thing about doing them with the wood burner is the grooves are actually deep enough where you can use a colored Sharpie marker. So to be honest, I don't fully understand the brand. believe it's flour. That's what it sounded like, or read to me anyway, off of the Facebook Marketplace ad. To be honest, I didn't do a ton of research, but it's $150 used one. I did. I don't know if you know Trevor. I did kind of consult back and forth with him a little bit, and he was mentioning that make sure you can get the tube. And I did research that I can get the tube. I took in. Oh, good. Yeah, he's a good guy. But I can get the tube. So even if it is shot, and I'm getting it for $150, and machines normally I think like 600 brand new, and it's got like a rotary. Yep. So pretty excited about it. But currently, since we got that finished up this morning, we threw up the wood rack this morning, got all the pickets and lumber off of the lathe. It had become a wood rack, which was just warping the shit out of everything. And now we got that up there. Now what we're working on is we're just making little tracks or guides almost, where we're gonna just attach up here in each little hole, and then we can go ahead and slide those totes up there. Right now I've, for some fucking reason, got them full of scrap, but we're gonna try to get some of the more commonly used tools, but not super common, hung up there. I know I can get a bigger bucket with the same width as well. It'll come down to about here, so maybe I can put even some of the, like, you know, the circular saw and whatnot in there. That'd be kind of cool to be able to get that up, get it displayed where it's easy to find 100% of the time. But what sort of builds do you do? I don't think I have a choice. I don't have material that width right now. Yeah, my struggle at the very moment is this is not what I should be working on. I've got some orders that I have to get done by the end of the week. So I definitely still have time to do them, but they have already like paid a deposit and everything. So it's a non-negotiable. But I'm trying to get this all cleaned off so I can go ahead and put all of the orders up there so I can keep track of them better. Nice. I love wood turning. Like, honestly, of all of the aspects of woodworking, it's probably my absolute favorite tool. It's when I feel probably the most creative. So actually, no. Only one of these is ordered. They're not all mom, and I'm not too worried about selling them by Mother's Day. Even the mother's specific logos, which is predominantly, and I've got one we staged up with flowers and taken some, I think, are pretty decent pics, and had AI edit them up a little bit. And so we've got them up, but I'm not worried about it if they don't sell. It's not like people don't buy things for their mom throughout the year. And with time and continuing to stay consistent with posting on Facebook and on here and on Instagram and Reddit and everywhere, I'll get them sold, and plan on setting up an Etsy as well. Let me bring this one over into the light though. This is too cool. This is my absolute favorite pattern that we got. What I do have orders for currently though are my trellises. I don't have one at the moment. I've sold every one that I've made. Now I pretty much just take orders on them. I got this jig that I use. It basically helps me line up. I make them in a chevron pattern, and it just helps me spread them out. I don't sell on Reddit, but it's just another one of those exposure things. And honestly, right now, I'm not very active with that. I've pretty much predominantly been focused on Facebook and YouTube. I'm trying to also get to a point where get monetized to the point where I can at least do these lives and raffle off the bid or raffle off the builds. So in the slow times, I still can make money. Obviously, like I don't know if you've ever seen Bearded Viking, but he's a pretty unique circumstance. Like I don't feel like that's a normal channel that he has there. The group, but I definitely do believe it's doable for me to at least make, the cost of what I'm doing in like $30 an hour, and someone can raffle or pay for a $5 raffle ticket and end up make like $30 an hour at the end of it, and they only paid $5. And like the first one I did one the other night where I did a raffle. I posted my Venmo on there to get around it. And when I did that, I had 2 people enter. One entered 2 times and one entered 4 times. And between the cost of materials and the build itself, in the shipping, I lost probably about $5 on that, but I learned a shit ton from it. So we're just going to keep trying to keep going on that. So do you offer memberships now that you're monetized, or you do a lot of lives? Where did I put my stand? All right, it's over here. For sure. That's pretty cool. Yeah, maybe someday I'll get there. Well, like, I don't know. I'm not cocky, but I am pretty confident that if I just keep going at the rate that I've been going. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm going to take off my sweatshirt. Because I've pretty much been out here doing this at least like twice a day. And on my days off, it's been pretty much all day. My poor wife is starting to wonder who I am. But I definitely do see the potential in all this. And I'm excited because, I don't know, I've been using AI. Oh, yeah? Nice. I'll have to check it out. There's definitely like a lot of things I haven't turned that I'd like to learn how to do, like the 3-sided multi-axis turnings. Those are pretty cool. I've surprisingly, as much turning as I've done, I've only done a handful of bowls. The majority of what I've made, I've done a ton of bats. I live in Colorado, and I grew up right around the time weed got legalized. And we made these bats, put all sorts of different logos on them with the wood burner, and then the Sharpie markers. And the cool part about doing it with the wood burner is that color doesn't bleed. so you can put that color on there and it just pops. And the really cool thing about Sharpie on wood is that the grain still shows through it. Even with the darker colors, like you can still see the grain underneath the, try it sometime, it's pretty cool. But I made a ton of these, and we made them where they were pipe, where they had a hole running all the way through them. And I made them in 3 sizes. I made the little, I believe 12-inch, about like this. I think this one's a little bigger. I think they were more like that. But, and then we made a 24-inch and a 30-inch. And we made hundreds of those things. And on the top, we drilled a hole and it would put a little bowl on it. And the like brand that we branded it as was Louisville Smoker. And then she put the like cool logo on there. But every single one that we sold, we insisted had that on it. So there's actually hundreds of these little things running around getting smoked out of. Now I've gotten a little bit older. I'm not opposed to making those. Like, I don't have like a moral objection to it. And I feel like this time it'd be a lot more successful because we weren't selling. Nice. But at that time we weren't selling direct to consumer. We were pretty much only selling to shops. And the price that we were having to sell them for to get them out the door is why like that all stopped eventually. And we did it for like 5 years. And then let's see, what else have I done? I did, one of the cooler projects was I got to be part of a restoration for some 120-year-old home through the Colorado Historic Society. Turned some spindles for some old farmhouse. It was really cool. Let's see, what else? I did do a bunch of pens in the beginning. I haven't really done them in a while. I do have a couple kits. I think that would be fun to dabble in. So, if I remember correctly, we were selling the mini bats for like 10 a pop, and they were selling them for like 25. 30 if they threw the glass bowl in the top of it. But it wasn't just purely turning, because I don't know if you've ever tried to drill a hole that long, that straight, especially like on the 30-inch ones. You can't do it. I mean, maybe other people can, but I can't drill a hole through something that skinny, that long. So I would take 2 blocks, run them through the router with a cove bit, and make a half moon. And then we would glue those 2 together, and then we would throw that on the lathe. And the other actually cool thing that I just thought of is we were also making footballs. Those were made out of African mahogany, and I believe it was, I'm trying to remember the dimensions of those. I think they were like 13 inches long, so about the length of this planter. So I'm like here to there. Well, they were made to the size of a football. I remember that much. But anyway, they were 4 pieces of African mahogany with that groove down the center of them, and then a hole drilled through. Those things were scary when you would put them on. I definitely knocked corners off and made them like an octagon before I put them on there. But the other tricky thing about some of that is the Nova chuck that I have didn't have jaws that would open up wide enough to grab it. So I would essentially cut like a, what do you call it? Like a little pommel at the end of it. to mount it in that chuck. And then I forget what they call this. Do you know what this type of tailstock is called? Like just the free spinning with the cone. All your drill bits ready? That should be fun. Yeah, I'm just getting back into all this. I definitely miss it. And I went into retail for the last 10 years, basically, to make a living. It just wasn't consistent enough with wife and kids. And so ended up going there, becoming salaried, doing that for like 3 years. Recently stepped down, and I'm just going full send on this now. I just want to make this work. I don't want to keep going to work that I don't enjoy. So anyway, that was a long drawn out story. Hope I didn't bore you. Peppermill kits. I've never done one of those. Might have to ask you, how many, when you make tool handles, have you done many handles? Have you ever made any tool handles? I had this gouge, and the handle snapped off of it. Can't remember what brand it was. But the thing that's always kept me from making a handle is I'm not sure how I'm making that like groove. And then also I don't think I have one of the like little collet things that go around it. So what would I do there? Because I'm sure I can't just drill a hole and like, I wouldn't want to hammer it in because you'd either mess up the edge or just crack the handle that you just turned. So how do you get around that? How do you make that hole like whatever shape that is? I mean, it's pretty much just a rectangle. So, but anyway, I'm going to start clearing off the table saw so I can get to work. I'll definitely still hang out and check the chat. That's the whole reason I'm here. Enjoy hanging out with people. I forget who I told the other day that woodworking can be very lonely. We were like, what are you talking about? And I was like, well, you're just, don't get me wrong, it is very therapeutic to just be out in the shop doing your own thing. I guess I can show you each pattern as we're doing them. This one is the one that is ordered. I don't know if I gave you a chance to read it or not. But depending on the thickness or width, you'll drill 2 different size holes so it will snug, and then it will fit it with 5 and epoxy, and then you just get a piece of copper and furrow. Cool. And then just basic mom. The bear one I showed you earlier, that one is my absolute favorite. In fact, we're just going to keep that one out. I don't know where we're going to put it, but that might become the logo. Maybe take like the mama bear out of it. Maybe the flowers out and just, you know, throw Hybiak Heritage Woodworks around it. Have you toyed around with AI very much? Today I asked it to make me a theme song, and that stuff like legit made me a jingle. I didn't like quite like it enough to save it, but it was mind blowing that it does that. And I've also been using it to bid out jobs, and calculate, like, if I'm making a planter that's 2 feet wide, I'm using 5.5-inch pickets to cover that span, and I teach it how it's being assembled, and then it spits out, oh, they need to be cut at 4 3/8. I didn't have to like even think about it. I just gave it like the overall outside dimensions. It's amazing. I've been using Gemini for the layout. And since that's what I'm familiar with, I just literally asked it today while I was hanging out in my kitchen after we got home from work. Oh, you already saw that one. Oh. Any chance you can turn that down? I'm on live. And this one turned out real cool too.
So I printed that pattern twice now and it's not working out, so she's just gonna get one of these.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Oh, I forgot about my ginger beer. You're gonna have to wait 2 seconds to sit down because I gotta figure out where to put all these, or I can hand them to you and you can stack them over there. And then this one I thought was hilarious. Like a good neighbor, stay over there. Howdy ho, neighbor.
That's a good one.
Actually, 2x6 seater. I actually just put in a bid. I did not get it. For lady wanted a 20-foot wall of 4-foot long planters. And I was going to make those out of 2x6s. And then she wanted a trellis at a total height of 8 feet. And the planters were going to be 2 foot deep, 6 inches wide. So those were pretty cool. Here, I saw that one. Go. And then that's the one that you want. And I actually did already sand it for you. So.
Yeah, well, I'm not making it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I'll make that one like a teacher's appreciation gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a good idea. Trying to decide what's the season that comes after and what the projects are after
I'm telling you, it's graduation, so you're gonna need
Mother's Day.
teacher appreciation gift.
I made the trellises like 2 years in a row. And I know they'll go about midway through summer. So yes, all of these are vinyl. We haven't busted out the wood burner again yet. We probably will at some point. Just because, like I was telling you, I don't know if the laser engraver, and you might be able to answer this, don't know if the laser engraver will cut the lines deep enough where the Sharpie's not going to bleed. Because adding that color and having the grain come through the color is what really makes some of those logos.
There's always like using stains and stuff, but it's so much easier just to go and like.
So, no, haven't yet. Obviously, like everyone that buys anything from me, they leave with my contact info. And I let them know to reach out if they have any problems. And I haven't had anyone reach out. I haven't done a whole lot of the vinyl on the wood yet, though. It's pretty much this batch. So we're going to see how it goes. If it doesn't work out, then we'll make it right.
But it's the same vinyl that they use for tumblers, and they put the tumblers in the dishwasher and they don't come off.
Okay, I don't know if you could hear that, but my wife is saying basically the vinyl she's using is the same vinyl that you would put on like a tumbler that you're going to run through the dishwasher. So
So it's supposedly permanent. We'll see.
We'll see how permanent it is. That's what it's labeled as, but I'm not sure if that's really the case or not. We'll find out. So, but anyway, I keep moving along. Good to know. I didn't know. What? Sorry, I don't understand that. I would expect the sun to bake those off pretty quickly. Maybe. We'll find out. Like I said, we'll make it right. I am buying a laser on Tuesday. So obviously that's going to, I'm sure, take quite a learning curve. She will probably learn it a lot quicker than I will. Except, like, I don't know, it's a variable power machine.
Well, yeah, but the pressure on the Cricut is variable power. I have to switch it pressure based on whether I'm cutting the vinyl for a t-shirt or like if I'm cutting.
One of my biggest concerns is, what software do you use? Because I'm a little bit worried about like how user friendly the software is going to be. Because I can see what she's saying with like how the Cricut would be similar, but I also worry that the software is not going to be anywhere near as user friendly as, like, say, Cricut. Use Lightburn. I think that's what I've heard everybody say. Is there like a paid version of that, or how does that work?
Probably a monthly subscription.
Ginger beer. It's not actually beer. It's not alcoholic. It's actual ginger. $100 for the license every year. That's not bad. And are you able to just like go in and shop through a bunch of pre-made stuff as well as create your own? What's up, Benner?
Does it run off of the SVGs?
All right, I don't know. Does it run off of an SVG?
Like I can purchase SVGs and.
Guess what we did this morning, Benner? The lathe is no longer a lumber rack. There's an actual lumber rack. You can find free laser files online, but it's pretty easy to make your own. See, and I wonder like how much AI can play a part in designing some of that stuff. I don't know why, but the last like week or two, I've just been fascinated with the different things I've been learning that AI can do. So, but just wait, Benner, we're not done. We're going further. We're gonna mount these little rails here, and then we just got little totes, and they'll just slide up there, almost like some ghetto door glides. I'm sure I will wrestle and curse at them, but should be super easy, super cheap, and extremely helpful. Best of all worlds. Sure. I told you you could have one.
I know, but I was going to keep the first one. But
we probably should send one to my mother, too.
I'll paint it for your mom.
No, like, you can keep it.
No, I'm going to paint it for your
mom. Okay. Apparently, this one is getting painted for my mother. And I still got to go spend some money to buy her something.
You don't have to spend money to buy me something. You can make me
a blanket ladder.
A blanket ladder.
She's been begging for a blanket ladder for a really long time. I don't know why I haven't done it yet. Mainly because limited time. The shop never got fully set up. I literally like hopped in here, threw all the tools in, built like this bench in like an hour, threw the shit together, and did a handful of projects here and there when I had time. I just haven't put the effort into it yet. So honestly, it's mine. But yeah. And then Benner was also saying these I can get bigger versions of that are the same width, but they're deeper. So I can fit some of like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do like painting supplies up there because currently they get all dusty and then they have to be like washed before they can be used, which is loads of fun. But I'm thinking if I can clear out some of this shit on these two shelves, I can add the 2x4 brace I should have from the get. Nice. Did you guys know each other before here? Anyway. I think I might actually like pause this live and make the little mini short of doing these totes under the lumber rack. I think people will eat that up. So
record it on my phone.
There we go. We're going to make a live and a video at the same time, and then we'll edit the video, and then you can see how shitty my editing skills are.
I only have like 15%, so.
I don't know. I fuck up a lot. That might not be enough. All right. So out of all the bazillions of pieces of drop, I apparently don't have any at 1 1/4. I have some close to 1 1/4, but not. Let's drop the googles.
Now, if I paint this and it looks like shit, you can sand it, right?
Yes. Within reason, depending on how deep it saturates. Are you saying you have, or you currently are, or both? What am I doing? I didn't even like, just like randomly gonna buzz it. Fuck it. Chuck it in the fucking bucket. All right. Where is my push stick? Don't want to cut my fingers off on live stream. That would be bad. That's like the definition of going viral for all the wrong reasons. Do you think this is worth going viral? Nah, I don't. Definitely not. It's not quite.
I'm pretty sure that
just
no
a fuzz more.
Live off of disability, so I don't think so.
Must have measured that a little bit. Then I can learn to carve with my toes. Some toe carvings.
Is that a real thing? I think you showed me one.
A buddy of mine on YouTube a week and a half ago ran his thumb through a router table on a live. Oh my God. That is terrifying.
How's he doing? Did you lose the finger?
I mean, I'm not opposed to that, Benner. I don't honestly know how to do that. You might have to walk me through that. Awesome. That'd be amazing. That's really like, I just have been trying to go at least twice a day. The hard part, I will say though, is I don't know how often schedules are going to line up. I'm not able to go live. There's at least 3 days of the week from Thursday, Friday, Saturday that from 10 a.m. to about 8 p.m. That's Mountain Standard Time. I'm not able to go live. So by then, a lot of the people on the East Coast are already going to bed. Well, I guess we'll figure it out together then. Did he end up losing the whole finger, by the way? Sorry, I'm just trying to keep up with both of you. Okay. Yeah, like I'm not saying it's not possible. I was more just trying to let him know that I'm having a hard time nailing down an exact time every day, at least for now. I work a rotating schedule, so those Thursday, Friday, Saturday are 10 to 7 days at my 9 to 5, and then Tuesday night is date night, so I might get like 20 minutes to an hour, which is plenty of time to do one of these sometimes. But Monday, what is our fucking schedule? I can't even remember right now. I'm so damn tired.
Monday 7 to 4, Tuesday 7 to 4, Wednesday off, Thursday.
Yeah, Monday and Tuesday are 7 to 4.
2 to 11 on Thursday.
And then Thursdays are 2 11s. So that's my only like hang up. I'm not opposed to it, but if you want to do it, it might just be like a here and there. Definitely won't be anything quite as consistent as like BV is. That's what separates him at the moment. Like it's amazing how consistent that man is. We got a lot of respect for the work that he puts into that channel. Like, don't get me wrong, he's doing really well for it, but that consistency is why he's the king. Like, so that's what we're striving for right now, to get to that point. But I've got to get down to an actual time period where the people that do want to watch can plan on watching. Yes, it does. I hate editing. I still am not very good at it at all. And I'm not very good at camera work or any of that. I want to get, I've been seeing these cameras that track you around the shop. And I want to get one of those and like mount it drop down from the ceiling. I think that would be ridiculously cool. Oh, wait, you can just kind of follow me around the shop. Although I'm pretty sure I mooned some people on live this morning while I was hanging up the, although I haven't gotten like a notice from YouTube that, but I'm pretty sure I did moon some people while I was hanging these up because I just had it like sitting on my ghetto little wooden stand that I made while I was like climbed up on the bench.
I was chewing through these markers.
Do the laser videos perform well? Because I've seen a bunch of the lives where like people will watch a laser engraver for hours. Excuse me. And they'll have like 80 people on there just watching this little automated thing go in a circle. And I mean, it's cool. I get it. It's the like, but how do we compete with that as a human? So, I'll spin you around. Get this shit done. Huh. I really, at this point, cannot figure out the algorithm. Like, I swear I've put out 2 nearly identical videos. One got 1,800 views, and the other one got like 40. I really don't understand it. I know it is pretty much tailored to interest, mainly because it's in YouTube's best interest to show what people are interested in. So the main metric I know that they go off of is the amount of time watched. How long until they swiped away to see the next thing, at least on shorts. I don't know how it's just overall percentage viewed on the longer ones. Cover stuff up. But cover up me asking a question. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know where it'll all lead, but we're still going to keep rolling on it. Anyway, I think they all left me. Didn't even say bye. All right. See, which part is this? Are they the same fucking size? Oh yeah, I cut them out of the same goddamn stick. Dumbass. Huh. Oh yeah, homemade. That's incredible. How long did it take you to get there? Why am I putting away the glue bot? I'm not done with him yet. I think I need to turn the glue bot into a robot. That'd be pretty cool. You should make me like a crooked decal, Sylvia. Like a robot that I can put on my glue bot.
Oh, so it looks like a robot?
Yeah. We're gonna turn the glue bot into a robot.
I'm glad.
All right. I thought so. Motherfucker. Yeah, I don't think he is. It's only showing me one watching right now, but hey, I'll keep going for one. And I'm going to do it from me anyway. So it doesn't hurt to, let's see, try to decide which way. I think we do them just like that. Fuck yeah. I shouldn't have put all that lumber up there yet. So I was contemplating taking down the sheet of OSB and just leaving it so you get full air circulation around the lumber. But I don't know. I think having the storage will be even better. Who's Val? I'm not familiar with him.
I think your dog's trying to get out in the garage.
Maybe. We shall see. I probably can't even just move the shit out of the way to do. Well, I guess I could move to the front and do the back. I'll just like shoot it with a pin nail, tack it on the front, and then I'll put a screw in it, and then I'll move the stuff forward to the back. I probably ought to cut all of them at once then. That would make it a hell of a lot easier. But I'm going to do this one just to test the whole idea and see if it works. Should. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. I'll fall off the ladder with the nail gun that fucking pops open randomly all the time. Let's see here. Roughly. Yeah, it looks about right. It's not going to be perfect, and I'm not even going to try to make it perfect. This is just going to be a quick. We'll tack it up. Oh shit! Can you grab my phone, Sylvia?
Yeah,
Sorry, I just don't want to knock it off with the. Just like move it back just a hair, like onto the chop saw would work. Thank you, love.
Are you in frame?
Yeah, that works. There we go. Oh, this one. Here's what we're gonna do. I think I have one empty right now. Make it a little easier to install. Just so we get our width where we want it. Motherfucker. I have to tack like 2 in. And then, or put the screw in before even trying to do this. Trying to do the second one. Yeah, let's just pop a screw in it. Let me see. Manage blocked words and change chat modes in live, and also has capabilities. There we go. Should be on there now. Damn it. I gotta get my drill. This is not what I was planning on working on. But fuck it. I'm gonna barely go into that because that was way too big for the screw I'm using. I don't know when I switched. Oh, what was I building with that? There we go.
How are you using the big screws for the...
Well, I know I used it. Oh yeah, it was this. Duh. Oh shit, I made that one like right up against the... Not space that very well, but I don't care. This is gonna be functional. I don't know if I could handle dude losing a finger on live stream. That'd be crazy. It's showing. I think I did better. I think. Yeah, it's a. Now it has remove as managing moderator, so you should have it now. I don't know if it doesn't kick in until like the next one. Oh, look at it. That is amazing. All right, let's put a screw in that before that falls down, though. Obviously, the load on this is not going to be a shit ton. I probably will overload it. It's not designed to be more than a little bit, but it will be. I'm going to grab my other countersink bit.
Sometimes you remind me of Tim the Snowman Taylor. You're always trying to like overdo it.
I'm trying really hard on this to not do that. I'm trying to just make a functional fucking storage area. Get the lumber flat and off the fucking floor. And get this up there where I've got a place to store some of the shit underneath there, so I can put some of the crap that's on that bench under this bench, and then I'll have more room for the tools there, and I can spread them out a little bit where they might be at least usable. That's the biggest thing I miss about the old shop. The old shop had like a dedicated space for everything. I really had spent a shit ton of time setting that up. It really does suck that I don't still have that, but we're gonna build back better. We're gonna make woodworking great again.
I don't have a...
Oh shit.
I don't like it. I'm gonna have to sand it up so I can read it.
Okay. We're gonna just like, I'm gonna put a couple screws in the back of this. Can I get it past that one? Can I get it now?
I don't know, it's for your mom, I don't really care.
I'll sand it off. Just let me tack the back of this and put 2 screws in it. So it's not.
Do you sand part of it and not all of it?
What?
Do you sand part of it and not all of it?
I mean, within reason.
I just want the flour off, but I want to keep the line.
Okay. I think we can do that.
Ugh, the sinuses.
My only problem with this is that because I didn't like measure this, how am I supposed to know where all this lands? You know what I'm saying? Sorry, give me 2 seconds, Benner. I can't quite see up here, man.
Where's that gone?
Over there, behind the tote. I can only see that because I'm up here.
Otherwise, we go through home that way. Oh my God, where to go?
But hey, we're working on it. We're getting organized. Every day I get a little bit stronger. Oh, that's how I'll do it. I should have known that. I do need a pencil though.
I was gone, so you just clicked on my name. Yeah, just seeing if that's all you did. I had a 2.5 car garage that was just my car. The rest shop. Now I have 10 by 20 sheds. Still decent size though.
Yeah, 10 by 20 is not bad.
I don't even know how to put someone's channel.
I have no idea yet, man. Can you hand me that tape measure? I just climbed back on this stool. The tape measure behind the bucket as well. You're all good.
Where is it?
I'm behind the bucket. That's how I can just literally throw these up. Because I'll go measure, reveal off of there to the center line of the first screw. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you can fix it. I can help you fix it. Okay, we'll fix it. Mother.
You know what I fix? I fix dinner. I fix dinner and you fix everything else.
How about we probably should take the tote out of there while I'm doing this, so in case I miss, I don't shatter the tote. Is it terrible that I'm more concerned with missing and hitting the tote than I am with my finger?
Yes.
I don't think it's that far back because these aren't. There we go. Now I hit. All right, I don't need to put a second one there in the middle. I can just put a screw there and in the back.
I don't know if I'm the one person watching.
I don't think you are, but maybe. Who knows? I've noticed that.
I'm technically watching from your account.
Yeah.
Then I said, tote strung
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
But they're pretty standard size shoebox, right? So like we can try different ones.
Yeah, and what I was saying earlier is I know I carry one at work that's like that deep. So
You couldn't put one that deep where your chops are.
I could.
You could. You'd be clear.
Because,
It'd be harder to get out.
well, I don't know. Yeah, that's as far back as it goes.
Yeah, but I'm
So.
saying it's gonna be harder to get out if it's that deep.
Yeah. Anyway. I think the next one I might just cut a space or split the space, and because
put a plant in that.
yeah.
Can you drill the hole in the bottom?
Yes. Let me finish this. Like not the whole thing, but the one that I'm working on.
Chuck it for me. I can drill the hole.
As soon as I'm done with the drill.
Oh.
Like.
That mama bear one is so badass because it's not only like a roofing pattern, but it also like the wood on it.
Yeah. Let's see. 13 and 13. That's weird. 13 and 13. All right, that's fine. I'll be done here. Back down in no time. I know I can edit a short out of a live. I've seen, I don't think I've done it yet, but I've seen how to do it. Yep, all 6 of those bit. Well, it's not coming down for lack of strength. Hell yeah. All right, now you got me curious, Benner. I gotta see what can this hold. If nothing else, we could go with like sandpaper and shit like that. I mean, there are a million things to organize out here. Whew. You turning the heater on? Are you psycho?
I'm just sitting around doing absolutely nothing, so I'm cold.
Okay, there. Let's throw a handful of random tools in here and see how it holds. Let's throw some random shit in here. We'll just start with that. I'm not terribly confident because I didn't put screws in that. Had I put screws in that, I probably would be okay with it, but I'm not confident. Go to scroll chat up and goes to another chat. Fish video. Fun. Yeah, it does that to me too. Yeah, I'm not 100% confident in those pen nails and the glue. I feel like I literally just put those together. Fuck yeah. Dope. I don't even need to like label them because you can see them. Winged it. Fucked up. That is cool. But we'll have 4. So I'm thinking this is, I think, a little under 6 feet. Just barely has the pickets hang over, I think. Can't remember exactly, but I'm thinking I'm going to take this down, move it somewhere, and then we'll have 2 more of those. So we'd have a total of 6 of those. The storage. I don't know though. Home Depot makes like a yellow and I carry them at Walmart too. They make a red and black version for Walmart and the yellow and black. They're like the big black heavy duty ones, and they're bigger. Might have to bulk up the slides for it, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get off live just so I can focus a little better and get some of this done for the night. It was cool hanging out with you though, man, and thank you for offering to help mod. Well, I'm glad to have you along for my journey. You have a wonderful night, man. For sure, man. You have a great night. Benner says good night.
Good night.